What's up, y'all? Big Herc 916, and you tune into another edition of my blog. I want to say thank you for subscribing. Thanks for all your support. You know I'm all about that positivity and that motivation, and I like to keep y'all laced up. And I just want to say rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Condolences goes out to his family. I didn't know the guy, and I wasn't really familiar with his music, but as a young black man that was using his talents to get him further in life, I just want to send out my condolences and say that you can't trust a lot of these cats that you have around you, especially if they there for ulterior motives. See, a lot of times you think, oh, my nigga good, that's the homie, or motherfuckers out here, they love me. And that's not necessarily the case, because a lot of times these cats out here have a lot of hate and envy, and you think that they want to see you win, but they want to see you lose. And when you go in places, you can't expect to be embraced everywhere you go, even if you are somewhere as exclusive as the Hollywood Hills. Pop Smoke was in a neighborhood, man, that when you drive through, it's nothing but probably $4 million up homes, 3 million, maybe the low threes, but I would say 4 up as far as the typical home price over there off of Hercules. Hercules with the view is actually more, but some of the homes in that neighborhood probably start around 4 and go up from there. But dude, you can't be putting your business out there like that and saying, it's all good because you out of town, even if you in town. You got wolves out there. And what does a wolf do? A wolf, he preys on the weak. He's a predator. And yeah, people think, oh man, it's not like it was back in the day, but you still got them out there, and people are still putting in the work. So, word to the wise, don't be posting your locations on Instagram, on Twitter, on these little out of town females you're DMing and thinking, oh, they're gonna come through because they got relatives that are wolves. They got brothers and cousins and uncles that are wolves, and they might be like, hey, what's up with that dude I know you've been getting at? Where he at? Did he come through like he said he was coming through? And they'll lay in the cut, and you thinking, oh man, you gonna bust some cheeks? Well, they gonna split your wig in the process of you trying to bust them cheeks. So it's a quid pro quo. So watch your ass, man. And if you are gonna post up something, you better post it after you done already came and went. So they be like, oh man, I'm gonna come through. You like, I'm not even there no more. Oh, why did you hit me when you was in town? Because I know what you about. You about that scandalous shit. And that's what a lot of these people are about, that scandalous shit, man. Don't underestimate anybody, unless you got, people around you that you know that are die hard, that are part of your camp. And even then, when you doing business, man, you better have you some real security around you, some dudes who ain't gonna drink, who ain't gonna smoke, who aren't participating in the activities, who are gonna be on point. See, I'm the type of dude, I never got high when I went out. I never drank. So I was always watching. I'm looking for the dude in the back who's hanging out close to the exit sign, because he's looking for a way to get out when shit go down, and he's probably got a plan if he does put something down to where he can get in and out. I'm watching to see who's sized up, who's got on big coats, who's dressed in a club, but they have bulky clothes on. I'm looking for the dude who ain't trying to look at no females, but he watching all the niggas. I'm looking at him. I'm watching the security. I'm seeing who's interacting with the security. And I'm on some different time, man. See, a lot of y'all up in there just, and I'm like, okay, all right, hey, what's up? Okay, yeah, I see that. I'm not trying to be, you're not going to catch me, with my eyes, blindfolded. But, you youngsters out here, man, just be aware, man. Even when I go places, I'm pumping gas, I'm shopping. Somebody look at me, I look at them, they look at me again. I'm trying to see now what this dude is, what's his next body language say? What is it? Is he saying, hey, I know you from maybe, YouTube, or is he, possibly gonna try to size me up? Because you got a lot of cats who want to make a name for themselves and test the powers that be. So, you gotta be careful, man. You gotta always watch yourself, man. And like I said, I wasn't familiar with Pop Smoke's music, but the fact that he was out here, trying to enjoy a good life, doing his thing on the up and coming, and he got caught up in that home invasion, man. And like I said, it's like, man, the game, man, is so treacherous because somebody give you some information, man, and once you commit to that action, there's no turning back. And you put yourself out there, it's pretty much a wrap. Now, whoever was involved in that, maybe they didn't expect for it to go down like that, but the fact that it did, now they all got murder beefs. Whoever it was, maybe if it was a possible female involved with the transferring information, she's a co-conspirator to the murder. It's a lot of people, man, who are tied into this, man, who have basically changed the path of their lives, man, over what we don't know, because I'm just going off of what I read in the article, but it could be a lot of other twists to this. I know, because I've been involved in some shit, man, and then you come to find out there was an ulterior motive. It wasn't even about what they told you it was about. It was somebody else's revenge plot or something else. So, man, just be careful, man. Watch yourself when you in and out of town, man. Don't be thinking these little females are all into you, because a lot of times they got an agenda and they ain't into you just because they basically set niggas up, man. And other niggas have set other niggas up too. It ain't gotta be him. It could be his distant relative that he corresponds with, who's a straight wolf. He's a street nigga. You know what I mean? Street dude. And even a square. I'm not saying nigga to be like, oh, another black individual. It could be anybody. I've seen it go both ways. I know some white cats that do the same thing. Cats done got their wig split behind being set up. So I'm using a slang term, but don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to label a particular demographic of people. I'm just saying that when you're dealing with the streets, you better know about the streets, man. And you're in that life, man. So don't take it lightly. Big Herc 916.